What's good, everybody? It's that time once again, or well, it's actually late, but nonetheless, Touchdowns and Tangents, live from the Good News radio station. I am PD Camarillo.
Woo! I'm Kenneth Berry.
It's Serve.
And intern Serve in the house. Shout out to you.
Hey.
Shout out to my boy Kenny for finally graduating.
Doing his paper right now.
Yeah, fun fact. I was just going to wait till the show to say that, but yeah, apparently, depending on what grade I get, they're going to recount my units, and I might actually just be done as of Sunday. And if that's the case, a Vegas run is happening sooner than later. Shout out to Keith. Yes, I will invest and save half of it, but some niggatry is happening this summer.
Oh.
Some fuckeration.
Wow.
Sorry.
Can you say that?
I said it. Legal's like, you know what? You've earned it. You've been really good for the past 2 months.
But yeah, man. On that note, this is your weekly spot for NFL takes, topical tangents,
Like
and
Norm's
whatever
bringing-
pettiness Kenny's blasphemy burning on.
Yep, like Norm's having unlimited bottomless apps.
Yeah,
that
man.
includes chicken tenders.
And shout out to Asian spots that have wings and or wings.
That's like most
wing spot
Asian
owned by
spots.
Asians.
We might have to hit Norm's after the
We
show. I'm starving.
We
Fun
sleep on
fact-
wings a lot.
Fun fact,
from them.
most likely if you go to a Korean spot, they're going to have fried chicken because that's what they're known for. So,
And they're actually pretty fire.
So are like Koreans the
Koreans-
original culture vultures
no,
for fried chicken?
I mean, nah. I don't think so.
Nah. Because
They
they
just
kind of do
figured
it their
out.
own way.
Yeah, they figured out. When I went to Japan
That is
and
true.
I had their chicken, it's delicious.
Korean spiced fried chicken.
So-
I've seen my chef make it. That shit is special.
Yeah, man.
It's actually how I.
Yeah,
it's like
Asian-
I
Shout out
want-
to shout out to Wings World right here on Venice. It was actually pretty fire.
Were there any boneless wings?
Again, we went over this last week when you didn't want to go there and dragged me to bum ass Wendy's.
No, you didn't want to go there.
And shout out to
Oh,
Wings
no.
to Go
No, I
on
actually did wanna
Crenshaw
go there.
and Inglewood.
Oh, that one's
What
good?
is it called?
Wings to Go.
Oh yeah,
By that
yeah,
bum-ass
yeah,
Papa
yeah,
John's,
yeah.
yeah.
No, my
Yes.
boy took me there. That shit is actually fire too.
Flight. Lemon pepper hot. Extra wet.
Ain't no lemon pepper
That's
wings
what he
in Cog.
said.
But yeah, man, last week, you know, the whole Wendy's thing kind of bummed us out, and we were just in a somber, sad mood.
And then
And we actually left out a lot of good news stuff that actually happened last week.
Yep.
So I want to shout some of that stuff out before we get into the real thick of the content, just because I'd like to we did enough feeling sorry for ourselves last week, so I'd like to, you know, start on a higher note this week. So yeah, man, shout out to Michael Thomas. He actually built a ramp for Jerry Hills, who lost his left leg. He did that last week, so shout out to him. Shout out to Zeke from the Cowboys. He paid for a funeral for an 8th grader who passed away.
The 8th grader was one of the top high school players. He actually got hit with a stray bullet outside of a graduation party. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it was pretty tragic. But yeah, shout out to Zeke, man, for, you know, at least
From the St. Louis area.
helping that young man, you know, get the ceremony he deserves. And lastly, shout out to Greg Olson, who donated $2.5 million with an M to Pediatric Cardiac Center. So pretty much helping kids, you know, with heart disease. So again, man,
That's dope.
yeah, not everything in the NFL is all PEDs and IG beef and Twitter beef. You know, there's a lot of athletes who do good, especially this time of the year when it's, you know, kind of winding down. Or actually, it's actually going to start back up right now. You know, there was rookie camp this week, some voluntary workouts. So,
And that young man's name was Jalen McKenzie. He actually was had been on like SI and a couple other magazines. He was literally one of the top players as a freshman. It's weird that they have middle school rankings now, but he was like one of the top guys.
but yeah, so on that note, let's talk about it, man. First up, we got the whole Jets fiasco. Do you want to give a brief synopsis of that whole situation, as only you can do it?
So the Jets and their infinite stupidity. I'm just gonna say, because I don't want to say his whole name, but it's something McMackenmurger.
Yeah.
His name is Jace.
McMackenwhite.
McMacklemore. That's his name.
McMacklemore.
Jace McMacklemore. They're
Mackla Yellow Wolf.
Mackla Yellow Wolf. Yeah.
I tried.
First name Paul Wall, last name. No, I'm just kidding. Paul Wall's cool.
McLil Dicky.
We're gonna table
I'm
that
striking
one.
out right now. Okay, go ahead.
Pause.
Continue.
You're making me forget the one white dude's name I want to say. Bubba Sparks. Never mind. But it was Bubba Sparks. But anyway, so the Jets fired their GM, who pretty much was allowed to give Le'Veon Bell a fat contract, trade Darren Lee to the Kansas City Chiefs for a 6th-round pick, even though he was a 1st-round pick in 2016.
No, I don't think he did the trade. I think that he got fired before the trade. Yeah.
Okay. But
so the trade, he was already shopping him, though. Yeah, but
okay, yeah. But the fact that they let him pick, I mean, Quentin Williams was a great pick, but they let him run the draft. And then they fired him after the
draft and most of free agency, the first wave of free agency.
And then they fired him.
Basically giving out major guaranteed deals to both C.J. Mosely and Le'Veon Bell, which...
He also gave a huge deal to Tremont Johnson, or Tremont...
From the Chargers?
No, former corner. Former Rams corner. Trumaine Johnson, there we go.
Oh, yeah, that was last year.
He played at Montana, and... played free safety and corner, but became a better corner, obviously, with the Rams.
But yeah, just I mean, I want to talk more about Le'Veon Bell, but before I even get to that, just to give you a little bit of an idea of kind of like the timeline, I think, so here it is, Albert Beer tweeted out. So 4:30, so basically, these are the timings of GM and vice president firings since the conclusion of the season. So on 4:30, 2017, the Bills fired Doug Whaley. 6/22/17, the Chiefs fired John Dorsey. 7/17/17, the Panthers fired David Gettleman. 12/7/17, the Browns fired Sashi Brown. 12/10/18, the Raiders fired Reggie McKenzie. 12/31/18, the Dolphins fired Mike Tannenbaum. And now here we are, 5/15/19, the Jets fire Mike McGogan. So the reason why I brought that up is you can just see, like, one, the two teams that made this type of move this past season did it 5 months ago. Two, outside of the Bills doing it, in 2017, right around the draft, if it does come, it usually comes farther after the draft, when the roster is more kind of already set. And so basically, it's just an awkward time that they did it. It really makes no sense.
Yeah, and Quentin Williams was a great first pick, so you can't really be mad at the Jets.
They actually had a pretty, I thought they had a pretty decent draft.
Yeah, so you can't really fault them for that. But I guess they trusted him enough. They needed C.J. Mosely. They needed Le'Veon Bell. They're getting rid of Darren Lee, who honestly is probably going to be a better fit in a 4-3 scheme with the Chiefs. By the way, R.I.P. to Gunther Cunningham, former Chiefs defensive coordinator. He died. He also had a couple. He worked at all over the NFL, over 30 years of NFL experience. But anyway, you look at that offense. It's looking kind of bare on offense. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, also in the draft, they got Polite out of Florida in the 3rd round.
Yeah.
And they also got your boy Chuma Edoga, also in the 3rd round.
Yeah, solid right tackle prospect.
Which both those guys were in the 2nd round, so they got a pretty solid value there.
And Chuma was a 5-star pick coming out of high school.
As are most USC guys, but that doesn't always translate. But we don't need.
It almost never translate.
Wow,
can we be honest?
Admitting it?
Can we be honest? I've always since USC days. I mean, Clay Matthews wasn't a 5-star recruit. He was a walk-on. So there you go.
But yeah, the Jets are a mess, and it's not really a surprise
Sam
because the
Darnold was a
whole
five-star
state
pick.
of New York is basically in disarray since, well, they lost Zion in the draft lottery, which was rigged, but we won't. This ain't an NBA podcast.
It's not, but we know.
And
it's
the Giants are a mess.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, the memes have been great. That whole meme of the Duke athlete that they wanted
Versus the Duke athlete they got.
Daniel Jones, and then also even the two Spider-Man memes, which I posted on TD's _ tangents Instagram, which is basically the two Spider-Mans, the Jets and the Giants, just looking at each other like, who's more dysfunctional?
And the Bills are just in the background. As
And
a
you
fire hydrant.
still haven't seen Infinity War, huh?
Nah, bro.
You got work tomorrow? We might go see that shit right now. I'm getting over this shit.
I have to drop off a book at school tomorrow.
Wait, you haven't seen Infinity War? Or you
No,
haven't
he's a
seen...
culture vulture.
I have finals.
Endgame.
Wait.
Sorry.
Hold on.
I haven't
you
had
haven't
time.
seen Infinity War? Or you
It's been
haven't seen
3
Endgame?
Endgame.
Oh, I haven't seen Endgame. I've seen
That's what I
Infinity
meant.
War.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I was like, wait.
Because I got an AMC gift card. Bro, even searching.
So do I. I have an AMC gift card. I'm trying to get that free popcorn voucher for a year, but they were bullshitting with the app online, so it didn't work.
Just set 3 hours of your day.
I
Doesn't
don't
matter
have
what you
3
do.
hours of my day.
Take those 3 hours away that you use to sleep, and then go watch the movie.
For real. It's not like you're posting on Anchor or Medium.
Wow.
Ooh.
That was spicy and unnecessary. Because you haven't posted on Anchor in a minute. I was the last person to post on Anchor.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Anyways.
You've used no sound effects this whole episode. I'm disgusted.
Ask yourself, has anything really been soundbite worthy?
That's when you would put a sound effect after what you just said. It's supposed to be professionals, Pete. Come on, man. We're not at Wendy's. And I haven't eaten at all
Bro,
today.
we literally had these same sounds on our phone. I don't think these sounds make us professional.
Shout
or
out
not.
to Wendy's because in July they're bringing back spicy nuggets.
Because Chance the Rapper did a rollout for his album with him.
Yes. It doesn't matter. They're bringing back spicy nuggets. Good marketing for Wendy's.
That's culture vulture. That's culture vulture 101 because they use Chance the Rapper.
But if you
to
think
do it.
about it, it's like what they're doing with Taco Bell nacho fries. Like they come in with limited time and they know that people want nacho fries and they're doing it for a limited time.
I'm still waiting for the beefy Frito burrito to come back. The spicy beefy Frito burrito. That shit was flying.
And
You tripping.
And it finally comes out.
You tripping. You tripping.
You lost me.
You tripping.
We were talking about some good stuff, and then here you go.
You want to talk about Pete's eating habits? Let's talk about it.
All right. Also on today's, trending, whatever you want to talk
The
about.
docket.
That's the word. That's exactly the word I was looking for. I'm mad that you read my mind.
Yeah.
So Patrick
Helps when
Peterson,
you're writing a paper for your life.
Cardinals All-Pro corner, caught a suspension for 6 games. PEDs. It came down, I think, pretty much today. And
He's not fighting it.
yeah, he's not fighting it. What did it say? What he took?
I didn't see where it said what he took, but it was probably just like most of the time, it's something that's legal, and there's something in the legal substance that triggers a false positive, or it's something that's legal. It's something that's not illegal, but it's not on the list for you to take. And that's what happens a lot of the times.
Yeah, in the article I'm reading, it doesn't really say what he took, but it does say that this suspension will cost him $3.8 million of his $11 million base salary.
In 6 games. But honestly, probably.
In an already aging career.
And honestly, he's made the Pro Bowl every year.
And they might be out of it 6 games in. And I think the trade deadline is like week 8, so
which is interesting because
it's
not
really
only
going to make his career even more wasteful in Arizona, man.
Yeah, because like between him,
how do you just waste a generational corner and a generational receiver? I guess only the Cardinals can answer that, huh?
And the Vikings. They really waste Randy Moss.